Hello everyone. Since I'm stuck in traffic on the way to Music Lab, I thought I could share some insight on a very common problem that a lot of drummers, and I will assume other musicians as well, suffer from, which is this thing of playing super tense, right? Like, I'll give you a drumming example. If you're not a drummer, try to translate this to whatever you do. Maybe it's when you go for a quick scale up and down, a quick lick on the guitar or on the piano. I'm going to use drumming because I'm a drummer, and this message is to all my drumming students and drumming aficionados out there. If you feel like when you're playing a busier drum beat or a drum fill, suddenly your body tenses up, your face gets all like this, that is not because you're tired, okay? Let me use an analogy. If you're a runner, whether that's at the gym or you like to go outside and run in the cold and rain, you don't get tired after the first 5 steps. You will eventually get tired, but even that, the tiredness manifests itself differently. It comes in levels. First, you kind of feel your heart pumping a little faster. Then you might feel like your lungs are getting a little tired and stressed, which is not a bad thing because it's conditioning yourself. Then you start to feel like your legs, your muscles are starting to get tired. Eventually, you might get cramps, and so on and so forth. And it gets progressively more painful. But it's not immediately. Right? You don't put your running shoes on, and then suddenly your whole body is just going into cramp. If that's happening, the reason why that's happening is the exact same reason why you're getting super stiff and tense when playing a drum fill, which arguably lasts half a second maybe if it's a slower one. So if this is happening, where you're getting your face all tense, your shoulders go up, arms get stiff, you start playing from the elbows, that's a psychological problem. Okay? That's not a physiological problem. That's not because the fill is so fast that you're getting super tense. That is not the case. So why did this happen? Let's start with the basics. Why do some drummers seem to be able to play so fast and at the same time so relaxed? Watch guys like Thomas Lang or Mark Juliana or Brian Blade, especially the last two examples where they have this capacity, this ability to play very quick but very quiet, which is even more stress inducing because you're reducing the amount of range of motion you have, and therefore it makes it much more difficult to just relax into the motion. It's all very like tiny little controlled strokes. How do they do it? And why can't you? Okay, it's very simple. In your practice, you've conditioned yourself to always practice to failure. So you start to learn an exercise and you play it a couple of times slow just to kind of get a hang of it, and before you know it, you're trying to just go for burnout because speed is king, right? Wrong. Relaxation is king. So the mistake was that you were impatient in regards to staying at a slow tempo, developing a muscle memory, not just of the exercise. I'm going to say this again. You're not trying to develop muscle memory of the exercise alone. You're trying to develop muscle memory of how to play the exercise. What's the body language that you want to embody when playing that exercise? That's also going into your muscle memory. So if as soon as you understand a paradiddle sticking, you just try to play to break, right? And you try to go as fast as you can until it just collapses. All you're teaching your body and your muscle memory is how to collapse, how to go for broke, how to go to the extreme of your ability to stay calm, collected, and composed, right? That's what's now embedded in your muscle memory. And if you do that with one exercise, two exercises, three exercises, well, before you know it, what you've done is you've taught your muscle memory that drumming equals tension. So especially if you get super busy in the playing, many notes, even more so that's going to happen. It's got nothing to do with the exercise per se. It's got to do with how impatient you were to develop the correct body language. And you didn't go beyond learning the exercise, as in you didn't go beyond learning what the exercise is, and you just immediately went for, okay, how fast can I play this until my body breaks down? And that's basically what your muscle memory has retained, how to break down. You want to fix this problem of stiffness and tension? Teach yourself patience. Teach yourself control. Go home and play that paradiddle very quietly, very slowly. That's going to be uncomfortable. You will want to speed it up. I mean, who wants to spend 2 minutes, 3 minutes playing a paradiddle at 30 BPM? Or singles, or a drum beat, or, you know, a drum fill that you've been working on. Yeah, nobody wants to do it, but some do, and those people are called Mark Julian, Brian Blade, and so on and so forth. So just adjust that approach to your practice, add the element of how do I want to play this and execute this, and you'll see that over time, with patience, that level of tension and stiffness will go away. Make it mindful, make it purposeful, and you'll see the results. Good luck.